Okay, this is going to be a quick tutorial on reminders and tasks. Basically, you have an option from one or the other. I'm going to just turn on my reminders here. And when I click on, I don't have any that you can see right now, but if I click on a time or day, I can choose to add an event or add a reminder. So maybe I'll put truck in for repairs or something like that. Say when all day. You can have it repeat if you'd like to for different times, and that basically creates. So it basically looks like any other event except for it has this little finger around it so that you can actually see that it's a reminder, like tying around your finger, if you will. So if I go to next week, there's a reminder for me. Okay, so it's pretty simple, and I'll just give me a reminder when it pops up, basically like any other event. It also can be it works directly with an app on your phone, either iOS or Android. So you can see here in this image that this is using the Google Calendar, but also reminders pop up too as well. The nice thing about this, it does use voice, so you can just say, "Okay, Google," and then basically it'll pick up what you want to do, and you can do voice stuff with it too as well. So it is a really nice tool to set reminders very quickly with your voice and your phone, and then it'll also map back to your Google Calendar. Another option then is which maps into Gmail, which I don't know why they just didn't keep tasks and reminders and use them together, but basically tasks is, if you want to, you can switch to tasks rather than use reminders. You can't use both, which kind of is, I'm not sure why, but you just can't use both. So inside of Gmail is the ability to manage tasks too as well. So underneath the mail, you can drop down task and it'll pop up this little pop-up window for your task. So for example, if I have this email here from EdSurge, for just an example, I can do Shift T or go to add to task. Shift T does the same thing as that drop down menu, more add to task. Shortcut Shift T, and it basically takes this email and adds it to your to-do list or your task list inside of Gmail. Once I'm done a task, I can cross it off the list if I'd like to, or I can drag and drop these in different orders. I can do all different types of actions, print it, email my task list, do that type of stuff. I can add even my own just by typing in, like, get milk, so I can continue to call mom, add different to-do things to my task list. The nice thing when you do it from an email, it gives you a link back to that related email automatically, and we'll load it up here too as well. Okay. Let me see if I click this. There it is there. So it brings up the email also, so for reference. Another nice feature too of task is this little arrow. It takes you to a little bit more information. Again, you can cross it off here, but you can add a due date. When you add a due date, I'll put it for tomorrow, Friday. It actually puts it on your Google Calendar. You can add some different descriptions or more information here too as well. Again, it will have a link to a related email. You can also create more lists too as well. I only have one list, but you can start to create more lists, indent things and things like that. So it's a little flexible. If you click this arrow, it pops it up into its own window too as well. So it's a separate window rather than built into Google Gmail. So once you've done your task over here in Google Calendar, now you'll also see your task list over here, and there's a little collapse button that you can open or close that task list to as well. It's basically the same list that you built in Gmail that now is available in Google Calendar. Notice that, again, you can add a due date to that. This one already has a due date, so it says July 15th. So if I go back to that date, I'll see that task here too as well. So I can manage that through the calendar. Tasks are pretty nice. It looks like an older piece of technology that Google's had around for many years with Gmail. And now with the onslaught of mobile devices, they've moved to reminders, is my guess, that tasks didn't work so hot on a mobile device. So you have a choice to either switch to reminders or switch to tasks. Tasks work well with Gmail. Reminders work well with the mobile device. So again, whatever your workflow works with best is up to you. Have a great day, and hopefully you understand reminders versus tasks. Thanks.